Welcome on behalf of Loughborough's Institute of Advanced Studies to this first of the seminar series in our Spotlight series on Pacifism and Nonviolence, which is convened by my colleague who is actually sitting behind me, strangely, because of this positioning right now, but Alex Christoyannopoulos, a very much desired program, I have to say, by the IAS. We were thrilled to have this as a Spotlight series this year. And for those who are joining who don't know this Spotlight series is actually already effectively started, because this is a group of colleagues from around the world who have been getting together already under the auspices of the virtual IAS for various meetings to convene and develop a really fantastic new publication, a new journal on pacifism and nonviolence. So we are now delighted to be able to host some Spotlight series, some public-facing events over a course of the next few months. And then we will be continuing, I'm very much hoping, to be able to be part of and support the launch of this journal, because it is an absolutely fantastic, and how could you possibly have a more timely issue to deal with than the question of pacifism, nonviolence, and the way in which we are operating in contemporary culture. And we are really pleased to be part of this set of discussions with the IAS, and Alex has done a wonderful job convening, and I will be shortly turning over to him. He'll be telling us what's happening with the session today. But I really wanted to say that as the Institute of Advanced Studies, our kind of core mission is very much to encourage interdisciplinary and international research and collaboration and collegial networking that actually allows for new ideas to emerge. And this could not be more perfectly oriented to that. So I am thrilled with this, and I'm looking forward both to today's event, but as a member of the audience, but also to the other 5 that will come in short order moving into September. So welcome, and thank you very much for those who are tremendous fellows, and we are looking forward to meeting you here if we are not meeting you yet. So thank you very much for tuning out. Alex?
Yeah. No echo, good to go. You can hear me. Excellent. Hopefully, Matthias, you can hear me online, yes? Excellent. Right, so yes, so good afternoon, everyone on this side of the world. I know some people might be joining from other time zones. Welcome to this first of 6 planned seminars on pacifism and nonviolence, organized here at Loughborough University with the Institute of Advanced Studies. The second one is tomorrow, and then we have a pair in later June and another pair in September, if you're interested. My name's Alex Christoyannopoulos. I'm a senior lecturer in politics and international relations here at Loughborough University in the School of Social Sciences and Humanities. I'm delighted to see so many of you join us, quite a few familiar names, quite a few less familiar, which is great. I'm also delighted to be welcoming a range of esteemed guests, both today and in the forthcoming seminars. Today to talk about memories of violence, tomorrow the cult of violence in politics. I also want to thank, before I forget, IAS colleagues for the work behind the scenes in putting this together. Before we go any further, some housekeeping first. So please keep yourself, well actually you have to keep yourself muted. If you want to unmute yourself, we have to authorize it, so you'll find there. Any comments or questions, by all means, feel free to put them in the chat, use the chat function for that. In terms of format, each speaker will speak for about 20 minutes or so, and then we will turn to a wider discussion with the audience. So we'll have the 3 presentations first and then the discussion. The first part, the presentations will be recorded. The very first won't be made available later on, but the next 2 will be made available and published online. We do not intend to record the Q&A and make that available. So it's just the presentations, just for your information. And so, yes, we'll be monitoring the chat throughout the session. So if you have any questions or comments, please do post them there. Even though violence is widely assumed to be effective as a regrettable but sometimes necessary means to achieve political objectives, there is mounting evidence that calls this assumption into question. The serious arguments put forward by advocates of pacifism and nonviolence have often been under-examined, though, and yet this is starting to change. There's a growing literature that's giving serious attention to pacifism and nonviolence, and 2023 will indeed see the launch of a new journal dedicated to the topic, the Journal of Pacifism and Nonviolence, which we'll put a link to in the chat. We're also launching a new mailing list to coordinate research initiatives covering the remit of the journal. Again, we'll put that in the chat, and there's already a link to that on the IAS website. The aim of these IAS Spotlight seminars is to explore some of the salient questions in this emerging literature, give a flavor of it, and generate some discussion. So for this session today, we're delighted to welcome a range of speakers who will offer their views on memories of violence. And so with that, I will turn to our first speaker, my colleague, Dr. Peter Yendel, here from